Vas a tener que compartirme.
Mientras tú lo tengas claro, no podemos luchar.
Que Jaime es mi problema. No sé, ¿qué me harías?
Pues ya me lo ha dicho doña Marta.
Sería bueno que no lo despertaras.
Pues tienes que hacer algo.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be giving you guys an update when it comes to Marta and Fina's relationship. Currently things are looking basically complicated, but also at the same time very interesting for the couple, as they are currently separated. Yes, they have not officially, but they have broken up, but also it looks like they might have a comeback. We will have to stay tuned and see if that's actually gonna happen. But before we get into further details, once again, this telenovela is called Sueños de Libertad. It is from Spain, and if you guys want to follow it, I will highly recommend you all to go to YouTube. You will find clips of them and the story, there where it's actually available. Very cute couple, very interesting, and if you haven't watched it, what are you waiting on? So let's get right into this update, because this couple just keep surprising me. So basically, after Fina left the hospital while she was going through her recovering process, if you guys don't know, just a quick, flashback, basically there was an incident at the shop where Fina works and where Marta is actually the owner. There was someone that came in to rob the store, and basically, Fina got in the way and she basically protected Marta, so she was the one that got hurt. So while Fina is going through this whole recovery process, Marta's obviously checking up on her, making sure she's doing okay. But also on the other hand, you can see that Marta's husband is back in the picture, and he have decided to stay in Madrid and actually work, for the company of Marta's father, as well as a doctor. So now that Marta's husband is back in the picture, they will be living more constantly together, basically sharing the day to day. Marta has realized that her relationship with Fina at this point will be a little bit more difficult for them to, keep seeing each other, because her husband will be present more. So basically, Marta approached Fina after Fina already recovered and she was already back to work, and basically just told her, hey, I feel like it's best for us just to cut things off here. You deserve someone that you can build with, and right now I'm not that person. And of course Fina was like, no, I'm very much aware that I will have to share you, and I'm okay with it as long as you have your ideas clear. That's all that matters. So the two has decided to, at that moment of time, to keep their love story going. But later on, Fina realized that with her, in this case Marta's husband, being back, things won't be that simple. So at this point, Fina was actually the one who had a conversation with Marta later on, and told her like, I get it, me and you right now, we are not meant to be. I know this is hard. This is probably one of the hardest decisions I have ever made, because I'm walking away from someone that I really love. But you have your life with your husband, and I don't want to be the one to get in the way of it. Even though I love you, I want to be with you, but I can't live with this thoughts of sharing you, basically more of the story. So after that, of course, Marta was still trying, no, we can do it, we will figure it out, just give it time. But Fina already had her mind made up. So basically, moral of the story, after that, they broke up. So after that, they were still working together, they were still seeing each other, because if you guys don't know, Marta is Fina's boss. And they also have a very strong family connection when it comes to, in this case, Fina's father, and just a whole background story as well. So as things progresses, basically at this point you can see that Marta has decided to basically, her and her husband to have a baby. And of course at that point Fina didn't know yet, because she was still suffering from the breakup. But Marta has decided that she and her husband, they are getting older, so maybe having a baby would be the best thing for them, because for them to build a family, because Marta at this point, she really wants to be a mom. And of course Fina didn't take that news very lightly, but she also understood once again. But later on something actually changed, when in this case, Fina and Marta, they had like this whole relapse, and they basically started to make out. And that's when Jaime in this case is Marta's husband, saw them making out, and that's when he actually realized that that lie that Marta told her about having an affair with a photographer wasn't actually the photographer, it was actually Fina. So later on, in this case, Marta and her husband had a conversation, and her husband told her, like, hey, I get it, you know, you're in love with Fina. I see the way you guys see each other. I can realize that you guys really like each other. I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna interrupt that. You don't have to worry about nobody finding out. You know, this will stay between us. Me and you, we can still, you know, be married, you know, but, you know, we can also at the same time live our single lives, but we will stay married just to maintain the appearances. And of course, Marta was very, very, very surprised, because at the end of the day, Marta's husband isn't a bad man. You know, he's a very good doctor. He's a family man. And you can see that he really wants, you know, Marta's best interest. So he was like, I'm leaving the door open for you and for Fina to actually explore and, you know, be together, as long as, you know, we keep everything honest and respectful between us. And of course, Marta was very, very happy for it, because, you know, that's what she wants. She wants to be with Fina, and Fina wants to be with Marta. And also there came a point where Fina started to feel guilty with the fact that she was with Marta, because when Jaime found out, she was like, actually apologized to Jaime. You know, it was like, hey, I didn't mean to do it, you know, it's just something that happened. And of course, later on, in this case, Fina and Jaime, they also had a conversation. It looked like everything worked out for them. So as days go by, episodes go by, you can see that at this point, Marta is starting to have doubts about her, you know, relationship with Fina, because her husband has already given her the green light. Fina is still in a position that she wants to, you know, work things out with Marta. But now Marta, I don't know if she's gonna go through with the pregnancy situation, since her and her husband have, you know, basically parted ways, but will keep the appearance of the marriage. So we don't know how this situation will roll out. But Marta basically told her husband in this case that even though she wants to be with Fina, she just feels like the time that they live in, even though her husband accepts it, the world doesn't, and she doesn't feel like she should basically tell Fina that, you know, Jaime said it. Jaime and her husband in this case said it's okay for them to be together, because at this point they are already broken up. So maybe the better thing for them is just to let things go. So I don't know how things are gonna be proceeding between them. I feel like, of course, Marta will tell Fina what Jaime told her, but I feel like Fina, I don't know if she's gonna go back to Marta, because Fina's also going through a very, very difficult situation right now with her father. Her father, you know, had a heart attack and he's in the hospital in coma recovering. So I feel like her mind is somewhere else now. So I don't know if this is the right moment for them to reconcile. Maybe what they need is space from one another, so they both can, you know, just be alone for a while and figure out their thoughts. Because one thing we know for sure is that they do love each other and they do want to be together, but we will have to see how things will roll out. And also at this point, Jaime, you know, Marta's husband, also found out that he has a tumor in his brain. So there's also another situation that will be developing, and it will definitely also affect the couple's life, and not only the couple, but Marta as well. Because like I said, her husband is a good man. He's not a bad man, you know. So there's a lot to still be, you know, develop between this couple. Currently, they are broken up. We will have to see how things will develop. So yes, guys, let me know your thoughts on this couple. I feel like they're very good, they're very consistent, and they just look so adorable together. Hopefully they can figure it out. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I also want to say that I've activated the super stickers to the channel, just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. I really hope you all have enjoyed this video. Until the next video, and goodbye.